everybody. So today is Tuesday, February 19th. Hold on, what baby?
I want to do that too.
Here, you can sit right here. It's my son. Say hey.
Hey.
Making a video. So, shoot, he messed me up. Tuesday, February 19th, and I just wanted to do a follow-up video on our trip to see Maternal Fetal Medicine today. This kid is over here making me laugh.
Look at me, Mommy.
Wait, I have to hear you. He's meditating.
Look at me, Mommy.
He watches Mommy too much. So anyway, baby, be quiet. Let me do this, okay? Go back and watch Puppy Dog House. I'll come get you in a second. So, we had another trip to Baton Rouge to see Maternal Fetal Medicine again, to check out Baby B's, our donor, fluid levels, and the size of her bladder. Good thing is, her bladder was still present, and so that's really good. It grew a little bit. It was more visible on the ultrasound today than it was when we went on Saturday, and she had a little bit more fluid around her this time. When we went Saturday, she probably had like 9/10 of a centimeter around her then, and today it was probably like 1.9 centimeters around her, and 1.7 and 1.9, depending on how they looked at it, around her. And what they like to see is 2 centimeters. For Ava, baby A, that's the recipient of all the blood right now, she had less around her than she did last time, because she had almost 10 around her, and it was 9.5, so not much less, and they don't like to see over 8. So with that, we're still considered stage 1 twin-to-twin transfusion syndrome. The other thing is today that they saw that since Ava's getting so much blood, her little heart is working overtime, and her body and nature decided, wait, I'm getting all this blood, my heart needs to be bigger to compensate for it, which it doesn't need to be. That's working towards heart failure. So even though we're still considered level stage 1 twin-to-twin transfusion, and they usually do surgery at stage 2, because of Ava's heart working as hard as it is, we're going to go ahead and move forward with the laser ablation surgery, what I talked about on the previous video. Not going to talk about the whole process again. If you watched it, you know. If you didn't watch it, go back and watch it, and come back and watch this one. So on Thursday, 2 days from now, I'll go in right at noon to go in to have the surgery, and it should be have the surgery. It should take about an hour and a half, and then they'll watch me and the babies the rest of that afternoon, rest of that evening, and I'll stay overnight to monitor their progress. The things they'll be looking for is scratching my leg. The things they'll be looking for is one, if Ava's heart just starts to contract back to its normal size, because it won't be working as hard, or shouldn't be working as hard. 2, that Aja's bladder starts to fill up more and gets bigger, and therefore she makes more amniotic fluid, pee, pretty much fluid to release, so the amount of amniotic fluid around her will increase. So I'm happy we're getting the surgery. I'm not happy that we need the surgery, but I'm happy that we're getting it, because right now, at the point that we're at, we would just be pretty much waiting for Ava's heart to give out. Either Ava's heart to give out, or both of their hearts to give out, because Ava's pumping too hard and her heart's could get too big, and Asia's heart could just give out because she's not getting any blood flow through it, or as much as she should. So looking for her heart to Ava's heart to go back to its normal size, increase in fluid, increase in bladder size. Their weights were still about the same today. Ava's measuring 10 ounces and Asia's measuring 9. Their body composition is pretty much the same, except for Asia's small bladder. So I'm excited. I'm nervous. I'm scared, because like anything else, the surgery isn't 100%. Thankfully, it helps us a lot, because the doctor we have is amazing, and I've read nothing but success stories. He's told me nothing but successful stories. I've talked to real moms that have gone through this. Trey, go back to the room. I've talked to real moms that have gone through this, and the amazing outcomes, that they've carried their babies until their scheduled delivery dates, which is 37 weeks after 20 transfusions, where they try to push to get you to, which was my target anyway. And there's, of course, been some stories that there was some loss. The only loss that I've read about from my doctor, Dr. Moore, in Baton Rouge, is one mother went in, but she was already at stage 4, and which means both babies had heart failure when she went in, when they discovered she had twins transfusion syndrome. And one of the babies made it. One of the babies didn't. There was, I believe, I can't remember if it was 2 weeks or 2 days later, they had the surgery, and both made it through the surgery, but either 2 days or 2 weeks later, they lost one of the babies. But now she has one healthy, I believe, 8-month-old, is what she said. And Dr. Moore's intervention was able to save that one baby. They literally said if she had went in a day later, she wouldn't have had either baby. So I was trying to make this video short, but kid interrupted, and me trying to hold my stuff together, drug it out a little bit. Like I said, it's hard. It's hard, but I'm hopeful. I was joking with one of my cousins today, and she asked me how I was doing, and I told her I'm holding it together, but like it's like I'm being held together by some cheap dollar store stick glue. Like you can get a pack of stick glue with like 4 in a pack for $1. That's the stuff that's holding me together right now. That and the amazing support I have from my friends, from my family, and from strangers, from moms on Facebook groups, and the nurses at my doctor's office, and just people that I've run into that I have to explain my situation to, our situation to. And my husband, I can tell that he's being strong for me, because I can see that it's killing him. But he hasn't showed anything, because he knows if I see him fall apart, I'll fall apart even more, you know. And I thank God for that. I thank God for him. My son, he's 5. He doesn't know what's going on, and I don't want to try to explain it to him. But if he sees me laying around the house more than I'm normally doing, he'll help me do anything. He'll wait on his mommy, Hannah, but if he dragging laundry baskets around the house, bringing me water, and doing everything. So I'm so thankful for my boys, my big one and my little one. And again, all of you that I talked to personally, messages on Facebook, comments on, excuse me, sorry, I'm snotty, everything, wiping with my hands. I'm not normally this gross, or maybe I am, but anyhow, baby, hold on 1 minute.
There's a bag in the bed.
Okay, I'll get it. Thank you. Thank you for being on this journey with us, continuing to be on this journey with us, and I will continue to update as much as possible. I want to try to do another video after the procedure. That night, depends on how I feel. If not, at least within a couple days. So be standing by for that. Again, thank you again, and pray for us and pray for our little girls, and that's all.